we're having a day off today, so Rachel's got an appointment with her son, and I just needed to get on with some Christmas stuff. So I've just been to Sainsbury's to stock up on some Christmas essentials, i.e. Wine, wine and chocolates and mince pies and crisps and all of that kind of stuff. So I've done all of that this morning, and I'm now going to write a few Christmas cards. So I've got some special ones that I'm going to be sending to my sister and one to my dad, and then I've got some that I need to write from Rachel and I to some of the people we've worked with and things like that. So I just want to get them in the post today so that it's another job ticked. And then it's ironing. Oh, I hate ironing. But anyway, it needs to be done. So I'm going to put a movie on or something festive, and I'm just going to get lost in that while I'm doing ironing a load of shirts. It's not very exciting, but that's day to day. So this is what I do on my day off, get caught up on everything I don't get a chance to do in the week. My kids are finishing school later. I'm making one of my boys loves macaroni cheese, so I'm making a giant macaroni cheese for us for dinner. The other one's got pizza. They're very different, my boys, so they don't always like the same things, but one of my twins has got exactly the same taste buds as me, so I tend to feed him and me, and then I let my husband and my other son feed themselves. But it's just the three of us tonight. My husband's home late, and so that's about it really. Nothing else planned for today as far as I know, so it's just house stuff. It's really cold today. It says 4 degrees on the thermometer, but it feels more like freezing, so I've got my big Christmas jumper on. This is my cuddliest jumper. It's really soft. So that's it. I'll maybe check in with you later, and I'm going to light the fire, and I'll let you know how I'm getting on with my day. But I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you later.
Hey everyone, I just thought I'd check in. We promised you yesterday that even though we were having a day off and just going about doing errands and stuff, that we would take you along, and I'm afraid I totally forgot. So I just suddenly thought I haven't filmed anything today. So I thought I'd just pop on and say a quick hello. It's been quite a productive day. Well, I woke up with a stinking headache. I had it yesterday as well. So I took some painkillers and went back to sleep for a bit, and then overslept and was nearly late taking my son for his appointment at the hospital. So we rushed into town, but luckily for us, they saw us really quickly, and that meant that we had a little bit more time in town, and he didn't have to be back to school until after lunch. So I was able to take him to get a donut, and then I dragged him around the shops buying a couple of Christmas presents for his sister, because getting into town this time of year is such a nightmare. This is Bristol city centre that I'm talking about. So if I'm in there anyway, clearly I've got to take advantage. So I'm quite pleased because I managed to tick 3 things off of her Christmas list. So that's great. And then after I got him back to school, I went and I did a load of stocking fillers just in our local town. So I'm really pleased with some of the things that I got there. But I just thought I'd show you a couple of things in my kitchen. I was doing some sprucing yesterday, getting it my kitchen more Christmassy. So let me just introduce you to this little fella. So this is my 10-year-old daughter's sculpture. It's just so amazing. Now I'm hoping that when she gets home and sees that I've popped a Santa hat on him, she won't be cross with me, and that she'll see the funny side. Can you believe she's 10 and she did that? I wasn't doing stuff like that until I was much older, but needless to say, she is also the creative type. She loves sewing, but she loves art, and I'm just so proud of her. I think it's fantastic. And then the other thing that I'm chuffed to bits with is my new, hold on, let me angle it so I can show you. My new Noel sign. I'll have to show you at night when it's lit up. It's so gorgeous. I'm so happy with it. And it cost me £2. So I think I said before that I'm on a really tight budget this Christmas, so I'm trying to prevent myself from buying any new decorations at all. So if I want anything, I have to make it from my stash, basically. I have allowed myself to buy the odd bits and bobs from the charity shop because I just think it doesn't really count if it's secondhand. But yeah, so finding that for £2, and it looks so cool when it's lit up, so I'm really, really chuffed with that. So my little Christmas kitchen is coming along nicely, and I'm just starting to get really, really excited about Christmas now. I've done some shopping, bought some wrapping paper. You know you mean business when you finally buy the wrapping paper. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. I'm not sure how well the camera will pick this up, but I did promise you I'd show you what my Noel sign looks like lit up. So you can see why I love it, right? Hello everybody. So we are in the village pub, the Dog Inn, which is sandwiched between both of our houses. So
Luckily.
yeah, so Nikki lives diagonally opposite me on the crossroads and the pub is right in the middle. But we just thought today it'd be a little bit of fun to answer some Christmas questions. So today's episode is all about a Christmas Q&A.
Yeah.
So, first question to you, Nicola.
Yes.
Is what was your best Christmas?
My best Christmas was probably when I was about 7 or 8, and I have vivid memories of I had a little sister, so my sister was 3 years younger than me, and we had a couch each full of presents. So
a couch each.
We had a whole couch.
A couch full.
So she had a couch full.
Presents?
I had a couch full, and I remember coming through and
I'm pretty sure I've never had more than half a couch full. That's a lot of presents.
It will explain my over excess when it comes to Christmas.
She does like to spoil her kids for sure.
Definitely. I look at the amount of presents on Christmas Eve and go, I've not bought enough. God. But this has kind of been
she
bought
needs to
on
come
by
to my
my
house
mum.
and that'll give her a reality check and then it'll all be fine.
But kind of that kind of age, and just the sheer excess of presents and the wonderment,
being blown by all
the
the
wonderment
stuff.
of all of the stuff.
Aww.
And the lots of presents.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think of when I think of Christmas, is
Lots of presents.
looking at a whole couch full of presents. That may explain a lot about me.
Yeah,
and it probably will. What about you?
Well, I've got two that I can't choose between. So one of them was the first Christmas that Damien and I spent together.
Okay.
So it was just the two of us in my one-bedroom flat, and we didn't leave the flat all day. We didn't see another person, and we just had the nicest Christmas day. We had
Lovely.
Christmas dinner, we watched Christmas TV, and we had lovely presents for each other. We were really thoughtful, and that was just the perfect day.
Lovely.
And then the other one was the first year that we decided that we didn't want to, this is going to sound really selfish, but we didn't want to visit family on Christmas Day anymore. We wanted to have Christmas Day at home. We wanted the kids to wake up in their own beds with stockings at the end of their own beds, that they could go and open the presents under, under our tree.
Yeah.
And I love that Christmas. It was just the four of us, and it was so special. They were just that perfect age where they were old enough to know exactly what it was all about, but they believed so strongly, and it was just perfect. And funnily enough, this Christmas it's just the four of us again, and it's the first time since then, I think. So I'm hoping for another perfect Christmas.
Lovely.
That's not to say that Christmases spent with family aren't just as much fun. It's just different.
They're different. They're not perfect. They're lovely in a different way.
Yeah, for sure. So next question.
Yeah.
Polar opposite. What is your worst Christmas?
Worst. I don't even think I have a worst Christmas, because Christmas is always amazing. But I think
Amazing.
I don't even know if I don't think I've got a worst Christmas.
Oh, okay. Well, you can skip that one then.
Yeah, I don't have a worst Christmas.
My
All
worst
Christmases have been
Christmas,
amazing.
I'll answer for you. My worst Christmas, I think, was probably my son Joe was born prematurely with a cleft lip and palate, and when he was born, he was quite poorly. He was in the neonatal unit for quite some time, and he was born on the 14th of December, which means Christmas was only 10 days after he was born, and he was tiny, and he was out of critical care, but he was still, in high dependency and needed a lot of care. He was in an incubator and had lots of wires attached to him and all that stuff. And basically, my mum insisted that we, having lived there for 10 days, that we leave the hospital and we come home and have some Christmas dinner. So that's what we did. And she was right, that was the best thing for us. But I could not wait to get back. I just spent the whole day just thinking, has it been long enough yet? Has it been long enough yet? Just to go back and give him some more cuddles. But he's turning 13 tomorrow, and you would never believe it now to look at him.
It must feel like a million years away.
It does. It feels like a different lifetime. But that was my saddest Christmas, I think. So, right, light-hearted one after that.
Yeah.
What is your favourite Christmas song?
It's got to be Bublé.
Yeah?
Bublé.
She loves a bit of Bublé.
I love Bublé. I just love Bublé.
See, I don't like Bublé any other time of year, but at Christmas he just becomes the number one.
It's Holly Jolly Christmas.
Really?
Oh, and
It's Holly Jolly Christmas.
And at the moment, I'm waking up every morning, and that's the thing that's in my head.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
every
good.
morning is Holly Jolly Christmas.
Start the day with Holly Jolly Christmas. It's
By
gonna be a good day.
It's a good day. And I that moment where you walk to the bathroom in the morning and you think, why have I got Michael Bublé in my head? But I have.
Yeah.
I'm that Christmassy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow, that's good.
Yours?
Mine, I've got two old school. I've always got two, old school and new school. So old school is obviously Nat King Cole, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Yeah.
I just love that song so much. I never ever get bored of hearing it. But my favourite modern Christmas song, which is a bit of a guilty pleasure, is Mariah Carey. I don't want that one.
I also like Kylie Santa Baby.
Yeah.
That's my other guilty
Yeah,
pleasure.
I prefer the original Eartha Kitt Santa Baby, if I'm honest.
I also like a bit of Bruce Springsteen, has to be said.
Yeah. There's so many. I just love
There's so
Christmas
many.
music. Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah.
You know, but you have to
I
go.
love the
you have to go
Pogues.
Pogues. You have to go
Yes.
classic as well.
Yeah.
What's your favourite Christmas gift ever?
My favourite Christmas gift ever, I'm going to have to go back to my childhood because my husband has bought me some lovely gifts and I don't want to take anything away from that. But when I think about the gift that made me the most happy and the most excited, then I think about when I was 10 years old and I got roller skates and they were fluorescent yellow and green and they had palm trees on them.
Oh.
And they were just amazing. I loved them
Were
so
they
much.
the kind that you could change how long they were? Because
No, they were proper
roller boots.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'd had those ones,
Yeah,
and this is what
I
I was
had those
upgraded
ones
to,
too.
and I was desperate for them. I put them on my list, and Toys R Us sold them. And I remember a shopping trip in the evening with my parents where they left us in the car. There were 4 of us, so we weren't unsafe or anything.
No.
And then they went in and did the shop. It was a different time as well.
And the 70s, anything went.
I vividly remember my mum putting 80s, thank you.
Oh, sorry, 70s for me, 80s for her.
I remember my mum putting something in the boot and me convinced that I heard this wheel whir and it just kept whirring and I thought they've got the roller boots, but I wasn't sure until
It's
Christmas
happening.
Day. Yeah, I think that's my favourite.
Mine was, I have 2 actually. One was a big box of Lego bricks with what seemed like the biggest flat green base
Oh yes, we've still got
in
a
the
couple of
world.
those, yeah.
But that to me was like
it was
like
all about
a
the
world
base.
of
The bigger your
possibilities.
base was, the
It was
more you
like-
could build.
I couldn't imagine it, like I'm going to build a house that big. So I remember
But the
that.
funny thing is, Lego sets these days don't even come with a base.
No, you have to buy them separately, and you have to, and they're so difficult to find. But also, I had a thing for Weebles.
We will fall, but they don't fall down.
Weebles wobble, but
Did
they
you
don't
guys
fall
have
down.
that in America? Because it wasn't.
It was.
I think it might be a British thing, but we were obsessed with Weebles in the 70s and
If
80s.
someone gave me a Weeble set now, I think I would weep.
Did you have the Weeble treehouse?
No, but
I
I had
did.
the Weeble playground.
Yes. With the
I had the
merry-go-round.
swings and the merry-go-round and the slide.
I had the Weeble treehouse and the Weeble caravan.
I'm getting slightly weepy. And stickle bricks.
Oh, stickle bricks
my
were
God.
the best.
So-
They were the best.
Stickle bricks.
You could build anything
Oh,
with stickle bricks.
Absolutely genius. My sister had one of those treehouse things. She was slightly younger than me, so I was kind of living vicariously through her being slightly younger because I was too.
She got
cute, so I
everything
was
first.
older. No, she got the stuff that I wanted,
Oh, right.
but I was too cool to admit that I really still
okay.
wanted. If
Yeah.
that makes any sense. So she had the treehouse where you pressed the lid on the treehouse and it popped up and it had
That's what I had.
and
yeah.
it had a slide.
Yes.
Oh my God, I was so jealous of this tree.
Well, I say I had. I'm one of 7. So
Yeah.
one of us had it, and I vividly remember playing with it, but I cannot tell you who.
It may not have
whose
originally
it was.
been yours.
It probably wasn't mine, no. Right, final question, and then we'll sign off.
Okay.
Do you have any family Christmas traditions?
I
No, finish this sentence.
okay.
Okay. It wouldn't be Christmas without. Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without.
Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without me finding a tube of jelly tots first. because my mum used to give us a tube of sweets, and I'm going to get really teary now.
Aww.
But my mum used to give us a tube of sweets, and my sister used to get Smarties, and I used to get jelly tots, and it would be the first thing I would look for on
Is
my
the
couch
tube.
full of
Yeah.
presents.
And has
would
Tim
be my
taken it
tubes.
up, has he?
Yeah. He does. So he gets me a tube of jelly tots, or my dad does. When my dad comes in, I get a tube of jelly tots, and I still get my jelly tots. So that's my Christmas. Wouldn't be Christmas without, and without my family.
In
now.
this country, they only sell these tubes of things like jelly tots at Christmas time.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
going to stock up whilst they've got them in, so that during the year, if ever Nikki's feeling a bit sad, I could just give her a tube of jelly tots.
That would automatically make me.
Would it? Would it be like a switch?
Like that? Like my mum giving me a hug.
Oh, lovely.
What about yours?
Well, we have a few different traditions, but if I had to finish that sentence, Christmas would be Christmas without Lego. I love Lego.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a total Lego geek. I don't have much of it. I only have what people have bought me on previous Christmases. The kids have Lego, but it was always a bit, when they were younger, it wasn't complicated enough for me. My favourite is, my brother one year bought me a Millennium Falcon. And it took me, I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Day, or Boxing Day by then, building my Millennium Falcon. I just remember that my husband had fallen asleep on the sofa, and I sort of woke him up and went, I finished, look, and I wanted him to like praise me for my Millennium Falcon, and he barely opened his eyes and went, I was so proud of myself. So I'm not getting any Lego this year, so Nikki came up with the great idea that I'm going to dismantle it and I'm going to build it again.
Yes.
So this Christmas will be about me building the Millennium Falcon for the second
done
time.
It once.
Exactly. And that's all that ever appeals to me, is just that initial build.
Yeah,
but it's been a few years. So
3 years ago.
Yeah, so 4 I think. So
Excellent.
So I think that's given everybody a bit of an insight into our Christmas.
Yeah.
So the pub's getting a bit busier too, so we apologise if you've not been able to hear us very well because
sorry.
of the noise. But we will see you guys tomorrow for some more Vlogmas fun.
We're making plum chutney tomorrow. I've got to get my
We're
plums out
making
of the freezer.
literally a giant vat of it and giving it to everyone we know.
If we know you, you're getting plum chutney for Christmas.
Yeah, just so you know. Okay guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.